wanted to ask you about Lisa Cook. I heard some of your interview on Fox News. If you don't mind coming over here.
Sure.
I was curious. I heard you talked about a second criminal referral for her.
Yeah.
Why the second criminal referral since she's already been fired?
Because once we dug in more, we found more. And anytime we find more, whether it's on a criminal suspect or otherwise, we try to report it to people. So we reported it to the DOJ. She said that she had a second home, but then in her disclosures to the U.S. government, she called it an investment in rental property. Investments in rental properties are different than second homes. And back in that time frame, 2021, where she took out these 3 mortgages, you had different rates for these different types of classifications. So it's very concerning, and the DOJ will have to figure out what they do with that.
Do you think?
We're looking at a lot of different things. We refer criminally people every day, contrary to what people say. We refer people who are Democrats, Republicans, it doesn't matter. But we're not going to be deterred from pursuing people. But the ones that we've made public or have been made public by other people are the only ones that we're prepared to talk about right now.
Tom Dempsey with Newsday. What's that?
Well, Ms. Cook is the one who filled out the applications, not me and not anybody else that I know. So she needs to account for why did she take these 2 mortgages out. She took out a Michigan loan, and then 2 weeks later she goes and she takes out another loan for a property in Atlanta. She declares both of them as her primary residence. Then you go back 4 months from that, she took out another loan. We're now finding on a third property, saying that it was a second home when really she declared it as an investment property. So, you know, this really has nothing to do with the Fed. It has much to do with public officials. If you're going to be in charge of the Federal Reserve, damn, you better sure know how to fill out a mortgage application. And boy, it's awfully weird that she potentially saved a lot of money by making so-called clerical errors, which were not clerical errors.
Do you know?
I don't know, but Jerome Powell, he's got to answer for why he's not coming out and saying this is bad. He's destroying the credibility of the Fed by not saying that mortgage fraud is bad. I mean, we have great career people. We have great people at Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. We have great people at the Federal Housing Agency. Why would somebody who's Jerome Powell not come out and say, you know what, if Ms. Cook did this, she should resign? So it's becoming more and more concerning by the day. And I say that because, you know, not only from a legal perspective with mortgages, but obviously the mortgage market is very dependent on the credibility of the Fed. And so it's concerning.
Thank you.
You got it. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Pulte.
See you guys.